This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, what the fuck is up, everybody out there on the YouTube source? I just want to say for the beginning of this video, a big shout out to Kachidoki Marina. This place might just look like an average building or whatever, but this is actually one of the few places where you can rent a tiny little boat in Japan and in Tokyo and just go around. And you know, look, they even have a tobacco vending machine. That's how cool they are. So anyway, yeah, just big shout out to them because today I'm going to be talking about my experience here. So yeah, it says rental boat, schooner. Yeah, fucking cool. So anyway, big shout out to them, and yeah, time to go home. Oh man, this is interesting. I don't come to this area of town. This is Kachidoki, which is by Toyocho, which is pretty much on the ocean. Right when Tokyo hits the ocean. Pretty cool. Now I'm feeling a little queasy though. I don't know if it's because I because I was on that boat. They said that you have Okaya, which is like Okaya means that you have like opposite. Am I on the right road? On the right side? Yeah, I am. Okay. It's always hard to tell with these one where there's only one road. But anyway, yeah, as you guys can tell, look at this. Look at this area. This is for super rich people. Oh man, this is where Tokyo's elites come to raise their children. Oh fuck. Yeah, we're by Tsukishima, and it's basically the east side of Tokyo, but it's like the nice east side, not the ghetto east side of Tokyo. Okay, we're gonna take a left here too. Cool. But yeah, anyway, before we get started, oh dude, I remember I took this road when I went from Chiba last time. Oh yeah, this is where Tetsu and I stopped to get into Tokyo. I remember this road now. But yeah, anyway guys, before we start this off, big shout out to today's sponsor, Nakano Shimbashi Guest House. Boom. Yeah guys, if you're looking for a cheap place to stay in Tokyo and you're coming here, it's $400 for a whole month. It's right next to Shinjuku. It's the cheapest, best deal you're gonna get. And also, the best part is you get to live with Japanese people. So if you're actually trying to learn the language, which you should if you wanna live here, then it's a perfect place to start practicing. Most of the guests are Japanese anyway, so very cool. And also shout out to NordVPN. Boom. Look guys, antiviruses are cool, but you know what else is cooler? Having a, you know, like VPN to protect yourself from the stuff, you know, whatever. NordVPN, you use my promo code and you can get it for a big discount. And yeah, the two sponsors that I talked about, the links are down below. Just click on them and you'll be able to get there. And if you end up staying in Tokyo, Nakano Shimbashi Guest House, please tell them that Papa Tikyo sent you. But anyway, yeah guys, so God, look at this. I love this. Like big building, small temple building, small little house building, just surrounded by a big ass building. You know, the only reason they designed this building like this is because this house didn't want to move. I love that. It's so fucking cool. They have their shop there, and then they're just like their apartments on the top. That's fucking, that fucks long, hard, and fierce. But anyway, yeah, and I guess question of the day, have you ever been on a boat before? And tell me when you were on a boat. Like, you know, what was the experience like for you? Did you like it? Did you not like it? How much did it cost? I'll get into how much it cost today. And yeah, we'll get into that in a bit. Yeah, and if you don't have any boat experience, then I just want you guys to write down, you know, I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Write that down in the comments just to help the algorithm gods be happy. And you know, and don't forget to like the video too before you just settle into this video. And I've been to this train station before. I don't remember why, but I have been here. Yeah, this is a really interesting area because this is like where like pretty much the east side of Tokyo is, but the east side of Tokyo also has like, you know, it's like I always don't really like the east side of Tokyo because it's like the buildings are fairly new, you know, for the most part, and on top of that, like the rent's kind of expensive. So Hello. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Take a picture. Yeah. 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 Oh my God. That's awesome. Dude, that guy got a sweet fucking picture. Oh, look, and he's selling ice cream for the kids. Hell yeah, that's cool. Oh man, I want him to send me that picture. Come on. Sell the kids the ice cream so I can give you my Instagram to tag me. Dude, he's wearing a Slipknot t-shirt too. Rest in peace, that guy. Hello. Yeah. Person's in a taxi. That person fucks. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, I see, like, I'm more of a novelty in this area because this is an area where, you know, there's a lot of new developing buildings and stuff, so people with money actually live in this area. It's funny, like right now where I'm standing, you guys can see it on the map right here. These islands were never, these were never real. Like, I mean, like these are all man-made. Where I am right now, it's man-made. It's very fucking cool. Yeah, it's man-made and stuff. So, I don't know. It's just, it's interesting. Like, you know, people in Tokyo were just basically like, we need more land, and they just brought a bunch of sand over here, and just like, yep, this'll do. They just dumped it on the ground here. So, but yeah, I mean, the reason why I don't really like this area that much is because there's a lot of new buildings. The rent is a little bit higher, but also, like, there's not as much greenery. I mean, like, there's greenery here, right? And the parks are actually really nice, but I just feel like because the rent is higher, if you're going to be in a place that has expensive rent, you might as well be in a place where the buildings are still old and they have, like, history and character to them. And that's why I try to, like, you know, I'd rather stay in, like, South Tokyo or something, like Meguro or something like that, if I'm going to be in an area that's, like, the rent is expensive, because at least then I'm cool. I'm, like, by Shibuya and Shinjuku and all that stuff. You know, versus, like, there's nothing really here, you know? I mean, like, there's all these cool buildings and stuff, but it's just office buildings. I guess if you really like the view of office buildings with lights on them and by the river, I guess that's okay, but that's not really my thing, you know? TK Sam 2021. That's not really my thing, man. I like dicks in my ass. I've just been saying, like, I'm gay for any time somebody just, like, writes a serious fucking comment on my thing. Like this other guy the other day on my videos, he wrote down, he's like, I can't believe you pronounce route like route, you know, like Route 66. He's like, it's route 66. He's like, what are you, Canadian? And I was just like, I'm gay. Like, that's all you gotta do, just say I'm gay, and that's pretty much how you win it. The moment you take anything seriously on the internet is when you lose, right? Doot. And right now we're in Ginza. Very cool. And I guess the question to you guys is, you know, what do you guys think of, you know, I already asked the question, right? And I said, we're going from Kachidoki Station all the way to Nakano Shimbashi Station. So we have all this way to go around to get there. So pretty cool. I'm feeling actually kind of, I don't know. I'm not feeling too good right now. Yeah, like I just went to my uncle's house 2 days in a row, and I spent a lot of time with him, and him and my aunt just got over corona. Like they had it like 3 weeks ago, and God, I just feel fucking tired. And I can't tell if that's just because I was out on a boat and I woke up at 4:30, or that I've got coronavirus now and it's just like starting or whatever. I hope not, because I'm fat and I already got coronavirus in January. So, like, if my antibodies didn't last, I mean, the experts say, quote unquote, that you have only 6 months of antibodies before you, you know, whatever the fuck. You know, like, you only have 6 months of antibodies. That's why you need the vaccine and the booster and everything. And, you know, the government just wants to protect us, man. Just take this virus, or take this vaccine. That they wouldn't explain for the first couple months what was in there. And when they sent, yeah, that was the thing too, I love it, in Japan, on the news, not to get into vaccines or corona, but when they first sent the vaccine to Japan, Japanese TV pointed out that, like, a lot of places that got the vaccine, they didn't write down the what was in it. And so a lot of places were not willing to give the vaccine at first because, you know, normally when you give a vaccine, they write down the ingredients of whatever, like everything that's in there. And they didn't do it. They didn't do that for the Japanese doctors for a couple places. So they were just like, they were like, nah, fuck that, dude. We're not just going to put some random shit that you foreigners gave us, you know? But anyway, I also didn't eat anything except for like breakfast, which was like 12 hours ago. Yeah, fucking A. The only thing I ate all day was like 12 hours ago. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably why I'm just tired and I'm just hangry. I had what is that? I had some like coffee earlier, and that was about it. But yeah, aside from that, hey, look, Seiko. Yeah, we're in Ginza right now. Check it out, Ginza Station. We're in the place where I will eventually have money to shop here on the regular. Yeah, dude, this is where Cash Meow hangs out. For sure. But yeah, look at this guy and his fucking, I don't know what that is, a Toyota? I don't know, this is probably a Mitsubishi or something, I don't know. I don't know cars. Guys, what kind of car is this in front of me right now? It's a gay car, that's what it is. I just like knock on the window. Excuse me, sir, are you gay? What? I just need to know for science. What? And there's the Asahi Shimbun building. Cool. Yeah, I rarely come over here, but it's always a treat when I stop by here. It's very cool. But yeah, anyway, this is a rant and rave, and we have timestamps. I always think it's so funny when people are like, God, get to the point already. I'm like, you know there's timestamps, right? Like whenever I like kind of change the topic or whatever, like there's timestamps literally on the player, so you can just like skim through or whatever. And yeah, anyway, might as well get into the topic, huh? Yeah, so my buddy Brian from Ramen Adventures, he brought me here today, and what is it? Like he said, hey, I rented a boat in this marina. Do you want to come and ride on the boat? We need like, you know, somebody bailed out. You want a spot? And I was like, yeah, because I keep bitching at him. I'm like, dude, I want to go on one of your boat trips. And he's like, it's always filled up. And, you know, the thing is that with his boat trips, like he does it through Meetup.com because he doesn't just want to meet YouTube people. He wants to meet random people too. And so he, what is it? Like he invited all these people from Meetup.com, right? And, but the people don't show up. They're sketchy, you know, like they RSVP and then they don't show up. But luckily, everybody showed up today. So he didn't, like each time they don't show up, he basically has to pay for them. And I was like, just get them to pay, like, you know, get them to pay beforehand. And he's like, yeah, but you know, it's like, and I was like, yeah, if they cancel, you just keep the money. And he's like, no, like refunding people is shitty. And I'm like, just don't refund the money. If they didn't show up, just tell them that, like, yeah, if you don't show up, I keep the money. That's all it is, you know? Yeah, that's that. But he's like, it's Mendokusai. I'll just pay. And I'm like, well, whatever, you know? It's fine. But yeah, today was fun. We had one girl from Vietnam, another girl from Tibet. I said during the live, like Brian live streamed all this, and I was like, free Tibet, and she's like, shh, quiet, no. Like, I love just saying shit that people are like, oh no, God, China's gonna arrest me. But yeah, we had a girl from Vietnam. She was really nice. We had a girl named Arisa, which I actually knew. I knew her from other places. I've met her before. I don't remember where, but I have met her before. And like I think she goes to a lot of these meetup events. So that's probably, I must have met her like a long time ago. I remember her face and I remember her name, but I couldn't remember exactly where I've met her before. Yeah, and then there was this cool dude from the Ukraine who actually got Japanese citizenship. And I was like, oh, cool. Why did you get Japanese citizenship? He's like, oh, just Ukraine passport sucks ass. And I live in Japan, so why not? And I was like, that's cool, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Rock on, Wayne. Rock on, Garth. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And he was fun. He was a really good sport about everything. You know, it's funny when you go on these like boat trips, because it's like, or just like hang out with friends, because it's like, I want to be respectful, and this is one thing that like I gotta work on. You know, it's like when I'm with my friend, like this is like, you know, this is Brian's group. You know, this is his thing that he set up. Like he's the one in charge, and you know, I'm always kind of bad about undermining people who set up something. This is why I don't go to like a lot of Meetup or things anymore, because I always just do my own thing, and I don't give a fuck if people don't like me or not. And some people, like, I mean, I guess you guys watching might like me for that, but some people in Japan, they really, I mean, just in general, they don't like me doing that, just because like I'm not considerate of other people. But I'm like, fuck it, if we're having a good time and you don't like my language, well, you're an adult, you know. Like this is like, watch The Sopranos. They say fuck every 5 seconds. Watch The Big Lebowski. But yeah, you know, it's that's an undercover cop car. Ah shit, I don't know which way I'm going. Ah fuck, which way am I going? Damn it. Ah fuck, my GPS is so small. I was supposed to go that way. Well, I guess I'm going to the Diet Building and then turning around. I've never actually gone this way. It's going to be interesting to go straight into the Diet Building and then turn around. Like, this whole area, like, that's the Emperor's Palace over there. And then right in front of me is the Diet Building, where all the politicians from all around Japan gather. Like, it's basically like the House of the Senate and House of Republicans, or whatever, I don't know, House of Representatives. It's like all the important politicians are right in that building. It's like the Pentagon, kind of, Japan. And this is that's the Ministry of Tourism, I think, or Agriculture. But the building right behind me is like the FBI, CIA quarters of Japan. I actually had to go in there one time because I got my license suspended for the fourth time, and I had to go in there and kind of plead my case to their so-called, what is it, like the kind of like a mini court there for traffic stuff. It was pretty cool. But because this area has a lot of high-profile shit, there's always cops around here, and they're always see, like there's a cop over there too. That's weird. It's at night. I don't see any cops walking around, but because this area is so high-profile, there's always cops in this area, and it's sketchy, you know, because like the cops are just looking for trouble, and it's like I'm not intentionally trying to be trouble here, but. I was supposed to go this way. I can go straight and then just turn right. Cool. Yeah, it's funny. Mr. Ichihara, one of the Japanese guys I've talked about in my videos, he said that he's been in that building. He's like, I've been in there before. You got to be really important or know really important people to get in there, Sam. And I'm like, yeah, cool. This guy fucks. And he's like, I fuck. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you totally fuck, dude. This guy fucks long, hard, and fierce. This is the closest I think I've ever gotten to this building. You know, it's funny because they have this place called National Diet Library near here, and they have like it's the biggest library I think in all of Japan. And my buddy Radry goes there sometimes. He's starting like a podcast about Sonic, and so he he went to the National Diet Library to find all the information that's not online about Sonic. It's pretty cool. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty fun. But yeah, anyway, so my buddy Brian, back to the story, he invited me out on this boat ride, and he's just like, hey man, like, and my buddy Brian, he's another YouTuber named Ramen Adventures, and he mostly does videos about ramen. You know, he goes around all of Japan. He's been around the world, and what he does is he just reviews ramen. He is a ramen expert. He's probably eaten the ramen like over 1,000+ times, you know. Like the guy knows his shit pretty much. And anyway, so because of that, he has a lot of cool hobbies as well, you know. Like Brian, for one, because he's a single dude, so he's got like expendable income, and he's got free time. So one of the things that he did for fun was he got a boat license, and apparently you can take the test in English here. I called him a poser because he said he took the test in English instead of Japanese. Because I took my driver's test in Japanese. So, but anyway, yeah. So he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna go on the boat today. You want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And so he invited all those people. He showed up at the marina, and yeah, it was pretty fun, pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know. Like, it was funny because like I didn't really know. I kind of knew what to expect. Like, it's like I did and I didn't, because I've seen live streams. He had brought other live streamers on the boat with him one time, and you know, I think one of the reasons why he doesn't want to bring a bunch of YouTubers or live streamers is because live streamers are dicks, dude. You know, I'll be honest. Like, I think they're fucking assholes. I mean, hell, I'm one of them, but I don't go out and live stream that often. You know, I'm a different kind of live streamer. Like, I live stream mostly at my house, but you know, like I don't know if the people that he was with were assholes or whatever, but you know, I remember like these live streamers, IRL streamers in Japan, they'll have these meetups where they're just total blatant assholes, and like they'll kind of screw over the person in charge. Like Brian said that when he was live streaming with these people, they all had, like, they brought alcohol and they were all drinking. And you're not allowed to drink, the conductor or whatever, what do you call it? Not conductor. The captain of the boat or whatever can't drink, but everyone else can. But because everyone was kind of being loud and be like, yeah, fuck you, woohoo, like, you know, being attention whores for their live streams, the Coast Guard came and stopped them, and he had to give him his info and everything and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's not the first time I've heard of that, you know? Like, I remember, I think for Halloween last year, or maybe 4th of July this year, like a couple live streamers, like about 10 of them or whatever, had a 4th of July party on some Airbnb house, and they fucking what is it, like they had that for an Airbnb place, and you know, they took fireworks and they went to the roof and they just started lighting it out, like lighting up fireworks in the middle of Tokyo, which is a big fucking no-no, you know. And they didn't give a fuck. And then like this other live streamer, Hi Guy, his name is he's a Hi Guy on what is it, on Twitch. You know, he was like one of the few Japanese people at the party, and the cops showed up because obviously people are drunk and lighting off fireworks like dicks. And he had to like take responsibility for it, and he had to give them all his personal info and shit. And of course he doesn't want to give his personal info on this stream, and there's a bunch of just fucking, you know, like, it's just shit like that, right? And you know, like he basically had to babysit these fucking people. And like, yeah, it's just like nobody said sorry sincerely or anything, you know. And like, he complained about it when he came over to the guest house with a buddy of his. And so it's like, yeah, man, like, I understand why Brian's like, yeah, fuck that, you know. Like, maybe one other YouTuber streamer is like a good way to kind of control the flow of assholes. But yeah, anyway, that's why I think Brian just wanted to be with normal people today. But anyway, yeah, it was good though. I experienced this thing called okaya or oyaka, you know, okaya, which is like reverse seasickness. So after I got off the boat, I'm on like like, you know, when I'm on the boat, it's not actually that bad. Like, I'm used to kind of swaying back and forth just because, you know, bum, 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 you know, I'm just big fatty fat. So, but when I got off the boat, I was like, whoa, and I got like, they called it land sickness or something, and yeah, like, I just, like, I had to sit down. I was still like moving around in my brain, you know. It's fucking good. But you know, anyway, it was fun. You know, like, just meeting up with everybody on Facebook and like, you know, like, linking up with everybody, and then just talking to them, you know, about their jobs and what they do. Like, the Tibetan girl was, I think, a student. The Vietnamese girl worked as like a shakaijin, like just like normal worker, office worker here. And the Ukraine Japanese guy was, he worked as a systems engineer. I love it too. He's like, I'm supposed to be working remotely right now, and I'm on a boat. And I'm like, that's fucking cool, dude. I was trying to tell Papa Tetsu to do that, and Tetsu's like, but I have meetings. And I'm like, so they're scheduled, right? Right. So why don't you just, you know, if it's not a scheduled meeting, just say you were in the toilet or something, dude. I really doubt they're going to give you too much shit. But of course, like, you know, he's Japanese. He's afraid of asserting dominance. So, you know, it just happened. That's a nice car. What kind of car is that, guys? It's a car for a guy who fucks. That's what kind of car that is. But anyway, it's funny just because I've been out and I've been streaming like all filming technically. You know, I left my house I left the guest house at 9 a.m. today because I had to go help my uncle. You know, he's you know, his wife's a tiny Asian woman, and he ordered like a big fucking like a big piece of furniture. And he needed to help me bring it into his fucking place. And he's like, the delivery man won't help. Can you help? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I owe him a couple favors. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And yesterday, like, he ordered the sofa. He didn't get it the first time because he wasn't home. And so he like reordered it. And the fucking Sagawa delivery service, dude, they fucking suck ass, man. Fuck Sagawa delivery services. They have the worst reputation in Japan for a reason. Like, the guy, like, I was waiting at my uncle's house for 6 hours yesterday waiting for them to deliver this fucking sofa. And then I call them and they're like, oh, what? You know, there was never a delivery scheduled today. And I'm like, motherfucker, I just called you. Like, you know, I called you at 2 p.m. We've been waiting 6.5 hours. And he's like, yeah, well, we called you, we came earlier. And I was like, no, I've been here the whole time. Oh, fuck. And so they lied, you know, like dicks. But I had to come over in the morning to help him, which was fine, you know. But then I brought the sofa up, and then I immediately just jumped over to fucking Kachidoki station, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun, pretty cool. Cool. And I just got on the boat for those couple hours, and then just fucking now I'm here. To all the ladies in my life who say I'll be living it up, I said, what can I do? Look at that Starbucks. I love it when they have like the seats outside. Not a lot of places here have seats outside for some reason. It's very racist. Yeah, you know. But anyway, being on that boat, fucking being on that boat. Man, that was cool. Like, we went all the way from Kachidoki Station, which is kind of near Tsukiji a little bit. And it was cool because like they have like, it's just like roads, you know. They have a big road and then they have a bunch of little roads linked to the big road. Same thing for the rivers in Japan. They have like these like 2 or 3 big rivers and then just a bunch of small little rivers connect to it. And we went all over. We went to like Tokyo Bay, and then we went through to like Nihonbashi, and like, you know, all the way up to Akihabara and stuff. And we filmed it all. I got it all on my GoPro. He got it all on his live stream. And yeah, it was just fucking cool, man, you know? It was really fucking chill. Yeah, I really had a good time with it, you know? It was cool. And yeah, you know, it was not bad at all. I guess I regret not bringing a rice ball at least. Usually I'm prepared for this stuff, but I thought I was going to be late. Like, Brian originally gave me a different address to meet with him to go to meet with him to go ride our bikes to the place. And by the way, again, big shout out to Kachidoki Marina, because you know, they don't have motorcycle parking there, but they let me park on the street, like on the sidewalk in front of their place. And you know, normally there's like bike or parking Nazis, I like to call them, in Tokyo. And these parking Nazis, they wear green shirts and green vests, and they will just find, like, you know, if you're parked in a public area, like aka on the street or sidewalk, even for like a couple minutes, if they see you, they'll fucking ticket you. And the ticket can be anywhere from like 8,000 yen or like $80 or more. It really fucking sucks. So but they said, hey man, like, you know, we don't take any responsibility, you know, because we can't for your bike, but what we can do is, you know, if any of those guys come up, we can just say that you're in the toilet or whatever, and you're gonna move your bike. And I was like, thanks, dude, that's a really bro thing for you to do. And they're like, yeah man, no worries, dude, I got you. And yeah, it was really chill. You know, like the people there were really nice and down to earth, and like the girl that works there, Emmy. Like she's I guess she's like a returnee. She used to live in the States, in New Jersey, she said, and now she lives. She's back in Japan, but she's the English support for that for the marina, and she was just so chill. She's like, "What's your YouTube? I'll subscribe." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." Apparently, Greg from Life Where I'm From already did a really good video on them that gave them a lot of free publicity. And it's so funny, these YouTubers, like, they don't get paid for this, you know? They're like, "Can I get permission to film here?" And then the people are like, "Okay." And then the YouTuber makes money from, they make money from the fucking, from the video. And then the business makes money too from the shout out. I mean, that's what my buddy does for Hachiko District on Facebook. You know, he'll make these videos of like these really, really cool, you know, restaurants, and he'll get like the best food items or whatever and showcase them in his video, and he makes money from Facebook. And then you know, and also the food is comped by the restaurant, so they don't pay him. He just wants to make content, which is really cool, you know. So it is a good like kind of mutually beneficial relationship they have here, you know, with like creator and business and online and everything. You know, for people who say like influencers are bullshit, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, you know. It's not like every day you're gonna have a celebrity come by your place and be like, "Yeah, I endorse this place," especially in Japan, where every celebrity has to do anything. Any major business like, you know, shout out has to always go through their agency, and if their agency doesn't like somebody or they think it's not worth their time, they'll be like, no, don't give a shout out to these guys fucking suck. So kind of a dick move in Japan. At least in America, it's a little bit more cool. Like, I remember I saw on The Rock's Instagram, he shouted out his like in-home cook, because she started her own like, I think it was like a pancake, like a bodybuilder pancake service or something. And you know, and I'm like, she obviously didn't pay him for that. He was just like really grateful, and that was really nice of him to do that. He's like, instead of paying you extra, I'll just shout you out on my Instagram, get you some business, you know. And so that's really fucking cool, you know. That's cool. But I liked it too, the Vietnamese lady. Like, this is something I can always count on from women of other Asian backgrounds. Like, in Japan, they're more kind of like subtle about it, but like Chinese, Southeast Asian women, they're always just immediately like, "How much is the money? Who are your sponsors? You know, how much money do you get from sponsors?" Like, they're straight down to business. I can see why certain gaijin like to date other Asian women instead of Japanese women, because they're very just straightforward with it. You know, there's no subtlety to asking about money and stuff. And yeah, you know, it's fun. It's good. God, I haven't eaten anything, but I feel like puking. Probably just low blood sugar, Morty. We're back in Shinjuku. Oh shit, that's a Wendy's now? That used to be a KFC. Huh. Is the sushi place still over here? Yeah, it is. God damn. I want to go get sushi. There's a sushi place right over there, but again, like, the parking Nazis are here, and I don't want to get in trouble. They always love to ticket your motorcycle. But anyway, the service, like the actual service of taking my bike, or like, you know, like actually getting on the boat, and that was fucking cool, man. That was relatively painless, and you know, like I don't know, they were just so chill about it, you know. Like, the people there, like, because like their customers are obviously rich people. They're affluent people, you know. Like, I saw there was a couple there before Brian and everyone showed up, and I heard like the service lady or whatever talking to him, and she's like, "Well, actually, sir, you still have an overdue payment on your boat or whatever that he rented before, or that he bought and he kept there." And she's like, and he's like, "Oh, what? Oh, really? How much?" And she's like, "It's $1,000. You still haven't paid for maintenance, upkeep, or something." And he's like, "Oh shit." And then he got his girlfriend to pay for it. That was alpha move right there. Get the girlfriend to pay for it. That's the way to do it, baby. Whew. But anyway, yeah, that's cool. Good stuff. Yep. This guy's bike is cool. Check out this bike and that bike. Yeah, nice bike, dude. かっこいいよ、これ。これ 400cc でしょ？そうそう、かっこいいよ。Yeah. ね。Yeah. Yeah. Nakano. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what he said, but I don't want to have a conversation in the middle of traffic. See, you got to get biker bros like that. Maybe if there's a red light, we'll talk again. Oh man. Ugh, that guy fucks. Where's the red light? God, it's such jam traffic today. Ore masugu. Yeah, buddy. Nakano Shinbashi. Nakano. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh. また今度ね。ね。いや、お互いだな。まだね。Nice. Yeah, buddy. That guy's, it's so funny because we're both riding Japanese bikes, but he's got the 400cc, I've got the 250cc, and oh, that was so funny. That was fun. I need to make more friends on, I think I just need to put down like a thing on my bike saying like, Tikyo Sam, look me up, dude. Tikyo Sam, buddy. And look me up on Instagram or something, you know. I mean, luckily, if you just type in Tokyo Sam on Google, my YouTube's the first thing that comes up. So I have done good of a good job of advertising myself SEO wise. Always looking for bike buddies. But yeah, that's one thing I got to do. Got to put more advertisements on my bike so people can like look me up later. Be like, yeah, I saw you, dude. That guy fucks. Whew. But anyway, yeah, the boat. Like, I haven't talked about the boat thing at all. I don't know. I mean, like, what else can I say? Like, it was cool. Brian let me like ride or drive the bike or the boat. What do you call it? Conduct, maneuver the bike. That was fucking cool of him. I got to do that for a little bit, and then also, you know, for the. What is it, like, you know, that was so cool because it's like you got to ride it around a little bit, and then on top of that, you know, like he took me through all these areas where it's like giant, like there's so many canals in Tokyo, and I always wondered, could a boat go through them? And yeah, today I got the answer. You know, like, yes, a boat can go through them, you just got to rent one. And so I guess like I have a new goal right now, and that's to get a boat license. Fuck yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. And learning like all this extra stuff that's not on the tests for the boat license. Like Brian was saying, like, oh, you can't create waves, you know, like for certain parts because it fucks with the other boats. So you have to drive or you have to, like, you know, maneuver the boat or the engine like very softly and slow in certain areas. And like, oh, if the waves are too high, then you can't take the boat out. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, you know, all this stuff. And apparently Brian's like taken out the bike like 100 plus times or something. So yeah, it's funny. It's cool stuff. Oh man, just tired. But that was cool, you know. Like, I feel like it's good just to, like, it's funny because Brian, I don't think he told them that he's a YouTuber before any of this. So he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna film it all. And of course, like, some people you know, like, some people feel like maybe uncomfortable being filmed or whatever, but it's like, well, you had a chance to leave before you paid, you know. But everyone's like, ah, well, I made it all the way there, might as well just fucking deal with it. And I'm like, that's the adult thing to do, man. Hell yeah. That was fun though. That was cool, you know. Oh, come on, don't say you're stopping. Why are you stopping? Because that guy is parked there? Come on. You're slowing down the flow of traffic. Let me catch this. You fucking handicapped piece of shit! Oh, I could have caught that light, you fucking... Both of you assholes. Both of you assholes. You fucking slow pieces of shit. I hate it when I can't catch a light just because somebody's fucking just like, ooh, it's yellow. But, anyway, it's fine. Lets me spend some more time with you guys, which is cool. But, yeah, I mean, like, I think to rent the boat was, like, what, like, 150, like, $180 or something. So he just got $30 from each of us. And, yeah, he was able to rent the boat with, like, fuel and everything for 3 hours. It was very, very chill. Very cool, very chill, you know? And, yeah, I should have brought a rice ball or something too. But yeah, I mean, like, I can't wait. I want to go on another boat tour like that again. That was fun. I got a lot of ocean water sprayed in my mouth though. That's probably another reason why I feel sick. It's just all shitty, horrible water from the best parts of the sewage in Tokyo, just spraying right in my face. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know, that was just... Brian is such a cool dude, you know? Like, when I first came to Japan, I always looked up to people that are like Brian. And it's funny, because Brian only came here a year before I got here. So we've been here roughly the same amount of time, but he has had a completely different experience the whole time he's been here, you know? He's gone on a ton of fucking motorcycle trips. You know, he's done a ton of boat trips apparently too, and like, you know, he has his thing, he has his ramen stuff, and he makes enough money from that to just like teach privately or whatever the fuck he does, you know, to make extra like regular cash, and it's just fucking cool, you know, like he is just such an all-around, like he's the kind of guy that it's just like he's been in Japan forever, and you know, he just knows so much, knows the language, and it's just, it's fucking, oh, fuck, dude, what are you doing? The guy just totally, he just pulled out, that wasn't a red light, that was a green light. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? He didn't even stop. He didn't even fucking stop. Oh my god. Fucking A, dude. Just in the middle of the fucking road. Did I run a red light? I'm pretty sure that was fucking green. Oh, that fucking idiot. And that's the rule number. That's another big rule, though, while you're in Japan, guys. Never pick a fight with Japanese people, because technically they have a law in Japan that says if you pick a fight, people are not allowed to consent to fights here in Japan. It's ironic, but it's true. You're not allowed to consent to fighting. So even if you're like, hey, fuck you, I'm going to fight you, and the guy's like, yeah, let's fight, that's illegal. So both of you will get in trouble for fighting. And, yeah, dude, fucking idiot. Right in the middle of the road, just not giving a fuck about anything. Ugh. But, yeah, I don't know. For people like that, I want to... Ugh. God. I won't stop and yell because I know I'll do something violent. So it's just better just to stop ahead of time. Just fucking chill. What an idiot. God damn. Yeah. Anyway. Good. Just calm yourself, Tikyo. Do not beat tiny Asian man who doesn't follow traffic laws. Ugh. But anyway, like I said, Brian is fucking cool. You know, if you're gonna move to Tokyo, I suggest meeting up with people like Brian. They know their shit. They know who they are. They got their hobbies down. They're not married, so they don't have to fucking always make excuses being like, well, my wife said I couldn't hang out, so I guess I can't hang out, you know? I fucking hate dudes like that. It's like, don't pass the buck onto your wife just because you're fucking weak and you can't fucking talk straight for yourself, you fucking bitch. You know? Like, that's like another thing. Like, you know, Brian, Cooney, just people like that where it's just like they've been here for a while, so they get it, you know. Whew. Anyway, I'm at the convenience store. I'm gonna grab some food before I go home. But anyway, just want to say thank you guys for checking out today's video. Do me a favor, if you made it this far in the video, just write down 100 yen beef buns. 100 yen beef buns to let me know that you made it this far. And yeah, don't forget to check out Brian. If I didn't do it already, please remind me to put a link to his videos. Somebody in the comment section say, put a link for Brian's videos in the description. And yeah, and of course, if you made it this far and you already forgot, please don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and subscribe bell to get notified next time another video of mine comes out. And if you want to see more of this, then check out the playlist at the end of this. Anyway, I'm Papa Tikyo. This has been Tikyo Sam. You guys stay black, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.